Hello guys, FDKM here. Today we'll be talking about another plane incident though. So this is a Boeing 747 and we're currently at Honolulu International Airport in Hawaii. So this is the old United Airlines livery. It's supposed to be a 747-100 but the lights were not working for that one that I downloaded, so I'm sticking with the 747-300. So this is United's old livery, which is period accurate. And yeah, so it was February 24th, 1989, and the plane had 337 passengers and 18 crew on board. It was flying to Los Angeles International, I believe from Sydney. So yeah, let's just take off normally. It was the plane at first, everything was fine. So yeah, take off. Not very difficult to do. Flaps, just setting up. Yep, so I turned on all the lights. Yeah, so should be no real problem. And there we go. Just gonna cut to the cruising altitude. Right, so now that we're at 22,000 feet, let's set the steam. So the crew has started to climb the airplane up to 23,000 feet. Suddenly there's a loud bang. And as you can see, engines number 3 and 4 have lit on fire. Oh, and the cabin is rapidly depressurized. Just gonna pause that real quickly. And yeah, the plane is... So the plane's rapidly depressurized, and the crew start to turn it over, but I can barely control this. Yep, I tried to increase the throttle on the left side to counteract. The only problem is the plane is seriously pitching. 1 second. Oh, I forgot, we need to turn off that engine. And let's decrease the throttle there. So now, the crew had to turn the plane all the way back to Honolulu Airport, which... Yeah, ignore that angle that we're currently at, it's okay. So let's decrease the throttle for all engines, just to help slow down the plane. Yeah, there we go. Oh, don't raise the gear, no. It's too much. So you can't really see the plane, there you go. The engine's on fire, and even though I turned on the fire extinguisher, apparently nothing's happened. Oh, there we go, that's the fire extinguisher. I just didn't see it for some reason. Yep, let's go with that. So yeah, the plane's pitching up quite steeply, it didn't happen. The crew were just got a moment which really helped, I guess, inspire them, give them hope. Well, certainly not the plane banking over this much and stalling, but they saw off on their left side of their view city lights of Honolulu, and that really gave them hope though, because, well, obviously they could actually land the plane though. They weren't, though, because they knew that they weren't super far from Honolulu, as you can see from here, but still, psychological work it did. But anyway, they kept flying the plane, and they, spoiler alert, were able to successfully land it back at Honolulu, but we'll just cut when it's closer. Yeah, so I'm a lot closer now. Oh god, didn't mean to do that. No. That was accidental, me moving the plane there. Yep, it's also very hard to tell where you're going due to the darkness, so I'm just using this. So yep, I'm following our path, which, oh god damn it, which we took out of Honolulu to get back to it. Yeah, let's get lower the gear. Unless the engine thrust is way too high for a number 2, that's the problem. So yeah, the gear is down, I've just noticed. But so we do need to descend a bit more actually. We're at 12,000 feet, which is pretty damn high for this. I guess another cut. So you can now see the runway. It's that little flick over there. Pinprick of light, I guess. I'm gonna have to raise the gear now, actually. The plane's sinking at too fast of a rate. So we're at 5,000 feet, pretty much. So I'm gonna actually try and climb, even though it's gonna decrease our airspeed. That's actually a good thing. I'll turn off the speed brakes as well. This is gonna decrease, so we don't want it to be decreased too much. But just a little bit would be useful. So, yeah, have to get very close to that runway. The problem is, we still have to remain relatively high before the runway, because there's a huge hill in the way. As you can see there, it's blocking the beacon at the start of the runway, partially in the blast pad. Oh yeah, now you can see it. So we've come close enough, but that's a serious problem though for landing. Hopefully we can still succeed landing the plane. So now we're just passing over the hill, and the plane's still going pretty fast, so I'm going to decrease the throttle. The plane is also starting to roll to the right because of that. Are the gear going up? I hope not. Yep, let's increase the flaps. Come on, flaps full. We also want to start descending. Turn on the flaps as well, because they do increase drag as well. Right, we need to assume a pretty steep descent though. So we're not completely lined up with the runway, but I didn't want to try that because I didn't want to risk crashing into the mountain. Because that would really suck. Yeah, so I kind of just decided, instead of having two engines on, I'll just have on one. Oops, sorry, I completely said that. Spoke that. Instead of having three engines, I'll just have two. Anyway, let's turn down their throttle as much as I can without obviously crashing the plane. So I actually want to be able to land on the runway.
500.
Here we go, come on.
400.
Come on. There it is.
300.
Oh, we're sinking too fast, never mind. Need to pull up more, which will actually help us because it'll decrease our airspeed more. Right, let's turn on the brakes.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate.
50,
Sink
40.
rate.
Okay. Let's deploy speed brakes to max. Got the reverse thrusters on. Are speed brakes even on? I don't know, if it's like I can't see them. Anyway, even though that was really hard landing, that's okay. So we're at 40 knots, 30, 20, not yet. Kind of why is the plane shaking so much? So a long investigation went into the flight, even though you kind of did see in the title, it's the cargo door ripped off, put on a photo about now. It eventually killed 9 people, so rest in peace those people, because those people were sitting in the seats that were right where the cargo door hit, and so the decompression forced the seats off the floor. So The investigation basically found out that the cargo door had had malfunctions due to ground crew mishandling it, and so the latches on it were not properly secured, and because they were damaged so much, and so eventually it caused them to break, and it ripped off the cargo door ripped off and smashed up into the fuselage quickly before it fell into the ocean. They actually recovered it, and I also put out a picture of that about now. So, yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative or just interesting, or just like my content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, good night.